All right. Let's kick this off. Today will be day 14 or 15 in my journey of learning cybersecurity. It has and is been fun, been a little busy lately, but we are back at it. I know it's been a while since I've streamed a video on YouTube, but doesn't mean the learning stops. I'm gonna jump in on TryHackMe here in just a moment. All right, let's get this thing on the road. So, tryhackme.com. Today, public key cryptography basics. My notepad. Consider the following scenario from everyday life. Let's say you're meeting a business partner at coffee and discussing somewhat confidential business plans. Let's break down the meeting from the security perspective. All right. You can see and hear the other person. Consequently, it is easy to be sure of the identity. That's authentication. You're confirming the identity of the person you're talking with. You can also confirm that you are hearing that what you are hearing is coming from your business partner. You can tell what words and sentences are coming from your business partner and what is coming from others. That's authenticity. You verify the message genuinely comes from a specific sender. Moreover, you know that what they are saying is reaching you, and there is no chance of anything changing the other party's words across the table. That's integrity. Ensuring the data has not been altered or tampered with. Finally, pick a seat away from other customers and keep your voice low so that you can. So you're the only business partner who can hear you. That's confidentiality. Let's quickly compare these correspondence in the cyber realm. When someone sends you a message, how you can be sure that they are who they claim to be? How can you be sure that nothing changed the text as it traveled across various network links? When you're communicating with your business partner over an online message platform, you need to be sure to follow authentication, authenticity, integrity, confidentiality. Cryptography can provide solutions to satisfy the above requirements, among with others. Private key cryptography, symmetric encryption mainly protects confidentiality. However, public key cryptography, asymmetric cryptography plays a significant role in authentication, authenticity, and integrity. This room will show you various examples of how the public key cryptography achieves that. Okay. Nothing never heard of before, but a good introduction to what we will be doing. In this room, we'll cover the various asymmetric crypto systems and applications that use them, such as RSA, Diffie-Hellman, SSH, SSL, TLS certificates, PGP, and GPG. First, let's start a virtual machine by pressing the start button below. The machine will start the split screen. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit check. So the question below, let's begin. And you can also access virtual machine by using the following credentials. Where is the virtual machine? Is it looking for machine IP? And it wants me to access the machine, but I don't see. There it go. Make sure I'm logged in credential wise. Yeah, that was the issue. And give it a minute or two to get going. All right. Start the machine. And can we do the check now? Perfect. Common use of asymmetric encryption. Exchange keys for symmetric encryption is a widespread use of asymmetric cryptography. Asymmetric encryption is relatively slow compared to symmetric encryption. Therefore, we rely on asymmetric encryption to negotiate and agree on symmetric encryption, ciphers, and keys. But the question is, how do you agree on a key with the server without transmitting the key for people to snooping to see? And let's talk about the analogy to make a comparison of this. So imagine you have a secret code for communicating instructions for using the secret key. The question is how you can send these instructions to a friend without anyone else being able to read them. The answer is more straightforward than it seems. You could ask your friend for a lock. Yep. Only your friend has the key for this lock, and we'll assume you have an indestructible box you can lock it with. If you send the instructions in the lockbox to your friend, they can unlock it once it reaches them and read the instructions. After that, you can communicate using the secret code without the risk of people snooping. In this metaphor, the secret code represents a symmetric encryption cipher and key. The lock represents the server's public key, and the key represents the server's private key. Let's capture this. So, secret key or secret code is going to be a symmetric encryption cipher and key. And then we have a lock, which will be a public key. And then we have the locks key, which is a private key. Okay. Consequently, you would only need to use asymmetric cryptography once so that it won't affect the speed, and then you can communicate privately using a symmetric encryption. Okay. The real world. In reality, you need more cryptography to verify that the person you're speaking to is who they say they are. This is achieved using the digital signatures and certificates, which we'll visit on later on. An analogy presented: what real object is analogous to the key? Is that a lock? Okay. RSA. Let's read upon this a little bit. RSA is a public encryption key. Public key encryption algorithm. It enables secure data transmission over insecure channels. The insecure channel, we expect the adversaries to eavesdrop on it. The math that makes RSA secure is based on mathematical difficulty problem. Activate a large number. Multiplying two large prime numbers is a straightforward operation. However, finding the factors of a huge number takes much more computing power. All right, it's simple to multiply two prime numbers together, even on paper. Say 137 times 127 is 14,351. Even for larger prime numbers, it would still be a feasible job, even by hand. Consider the following numeric example. Prime number 1, 2, their product, and that's the result. On the other hand, it's pretty tricky to determine what two prime numbers multiply together to make 14,351. Even more challenging to find the factors of this. In real world examples, the prime numbers would be much bigger than the ones in the example. A computer can easily factorize. Obviously, you just punch it in and it'll be able to take care of it. However, it cannot factorize a number with more than 600 digits. And you would agree that the multiplication of the two huge prime numbers, each around 300 digits, would be easier than factorization of that product. True. Let's revisit decryption. Decryption and the key usage in asymmetric encryption. The public key is known to all correspondents and is used for encryption. The private key is protected and used for decryption, as shown in the figure below. The cryptography basis when we explained the module operation and said it plays a significant role in cryptography. In the following simplified numerical value, we see the RSA algorithm. Chooses two prime numbers. All right. Seems to be getting pretty challenging here. Require a little bit of thought. P equals 157 and Q equals 199. Calculates N equals P times Q, which equals 31,243. With O of N is equal to N minus P minus Q plus 1. 31243. Bob selects 163 such that E is relative prime to O. He selects D equal to 379. Ooh, so there's quite a bit of math involved on this one, but so far following the gist of it. They said that the value they want to encrypt is X, X13. Then Alice would calculate and send Y is equal to X to the power of E mode and N equals 13. Would decrypt the received value by calculating X equal to 1. So just talking about the algorithm and how you would go about encrypting and decrypting the value so that you can send it secure and only the user with the appropriate key can decrypt what's being sent and vice versa. Algorithm. Yep, the proof that the above algorithm works can be found in the modular arithmetic. And we'll look at this. So I guess this is a table. And we'll read about this to understand it a little further. The scope of this module, it is worth repeating that in the example, we picked a three-digit prime number, while in the actual application, P and Q could be at least a 300-digit prime number each. Makes sense. Thank you for keeping it fairly light and simple for the example, because a 300-digit key would have been very complicated to work with or to try to understand. RSAs in CTFs. The math on RSA comes up relative often in CTFs, requiring you to calculate variables or breaks in decryption. break some encryption based on them. Many good articles outline, explain RSA, and they will give you almost all of the information you need to complete the challenges. One good example of an RSA CTF challenge is breaking RSA room. What is this? Oh, okay, the room itself. Got it. There are some excellent tools for defeating RSA challenge and CTFs. My favorite is a RSA CTF tool. Using Python. Data wears under the hood. Is that what that said? Yeah, data wears a hood. Okay, got it. I like it. And it just talks about the tool and what you can use, and that you can use this to decrypt or use it to defeat the RSA challenges and CTFs. You need to know the main variables for RSA and CTFs: P, Q, M, N, E, D, A, and C. Let's copy this. Crypto CTF challenges often present you with a set of these values. And you need to break the encryption and decrypt a message to retrieve the flag. That's just a multiplication, right? Let's see. Mm, and it's the products. I think that is a multiplication. I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy with this. But I am pretty sure I'm not. So let's try it out. So I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna try it. It seems like it might be too many digits. 292 396. Yeah, it's definitely not this. Well, maybe it is 39669. Okay. Knowing that P is equal to 4391 and Q is equal to 669, excuse me, 6659. What is O of the N? Definitely testing the math skills a little bit. Let's see if I can back into this one. That's a good question. Um, we can figure this thing out. So this is going to be N minus P minus Q plus 1. So N can't see it. I don't have it set up. Sorry. So N is 292.396, and that O of N was minus P, then minus Q plus 1. So minus P is minus 4391, minus Q is 6659, and we'll equal that, and then plus 1 is 292.28620. Let's test it out. 292.28620. Hey, look at us. Check us out. We got it right. All right, Dixie Hillman Key Exchange. All right, so this must be referring to the process of exchanging keys. Should be interesting. All right, so one of the challenges of using symmetric encryption is sharing the secret key. Let's say you want to send a password protected document to your business partner to discuss confidential business strategies. I would just share the password with them. It would be best if you had a secure channel to send the password, knowing that adversaries cannot read or alter it. I agree, that would make the most sense. If there's a way to do that, Dixon Hillman Key Exchange. Diffie, I'm sorry, not Dixie. Hillman Key Exchange. Means to establish a shared secret between two parties. Allows two parties to establish a shared secret over a secret. I'm not sure who needs this or not. Needs to terminate it. It's a method that allows two parties to establish a shared key over an insecure communication channel without requiring a pre-existing shared secret and without an observer being able to get this key. Consequently, this shared key can be used for symmetric encryption and subsequent communications. Consider the following scenario. Alice and Bob want to talk securely. We want to establish a key, a shared key for symmetric cryptography, but don't want to use asymmetric cryptography for key exchange. This is where the Diffie-Hellman key exchange comes in. Alice and Bob generate secrets independently. Let's call these secrets A and B. They also have public common material. Let's call it C, okay? So Alice has a key, A, Bob has a key, that's B, and then there's the common material, that's C. We need to make some assumptions. Firstly, whenever we combine secrets, they are practically impossible to separate. Secondly, the order in which they are combined doesn't matter. Alice and Bob will combine their secrets with the common material to form a C and BC. They will then send these to each other. They will then send it to each other and combine the received part with their secret to create two identical keys, both ABC. Now they can use this key to communicate. If you found the previous paragraphs too abstract, let's investigate the exact process. Alice and Bob agree on the public variables, a large prime number P and a generator G. These values will be disclosed publicly over the communication channel, although insecurely small. We will choose P equals 29, G equals 3 to simplify calculations. Each party chooses a private integer, which is a numerical example. Alice chooses A, which is going to be 13. Bob chooses B, which is going to equal 15. Each of these values represent a private key and must be disclosed. It is time for each party to calculate the public key using their private key from step 2 and agreed upon public variables from step 1. Alice calculates A equals G mod P 10 Bob equals G. These are public keys. Alice and Bob send the keys to each other. Bob receives A equals GA, mod P equals Alex public key, and Alex receives B equals G primes. And that's very involved with this one. Not gonna lie. Following it for the most part, but definitely a little more involved than what we prior been studying. Just with the math itself. And I'm a big math person, but this is a little more involved than normal. So they agree on P and G, 29 and 3. Alice privately chooses 13. Bob privately chooses 15. Then we're going from Alice chooses A, sends A. And this is calculation for it. And he changes it back with B. To provide any security and a real life application consider much like Diffie-Hellman key exchange is often used alongside an RSA public key. Cryptography, Dixie-Hellman is used for key agreement. While RSA is used for digital signatures, key transport, and authentication, among many others. For instance, RSA helps prove the identity of the person you're talking to via digital sign, as you confirm based on public. This will prevent someone from attacking the connection with the man in the middle attack against Alice by pretending to be Bob. In brief, Diffie-Hellman and RSAs are incorporated into many security protocols and standards to provide a comprehensive security solution. So it's basically asking for those calculations. So where is the formula? Very, very interesting. All right, let me step away for a second. So I'm not 100% sure how this thing calculates out. I don't see. So I'm just gonna try handy dandy Google on this one. Let's see what Google says about it. So it says the answer is the value is 7, but let's see if we can figure out how we got there. Um, this reads cryptography content such as the Diffie-Hellman key exchange. The public value A is calculated using the modular exploitation formula. A is equal to G over A. Given the values P equals 29, G equals 5, and A equals 12, the expression becomes A is equal to G. So this would be, okay, there is no value for the large A. So basically we're saying G is 5, small a is 12. So is that mod 29? Okay, you're squaring it. I thought so. So that formula works out to 5 and 1 is 5. That's mod 29. 5 over 2 equals 25 minus 4. Man, I ain't got a clue on this one. I love some feedback if anyone else has a better grasp on this one. I may need to just come back and spend a little more time with this so I can understand the pattern of it. But this is fairly complicated. So I'm gonna go with it as 7, but gonna need to spend some more time with this one. All right. So it's saying the answer is not in the context. Given the prime, P equals 29, generator G equals 5, and the secret integer is 17. The calculated value is B from L. So this is saying, so is that the calculation? Let me get a calculator out. 5 to the 17th power. Let me see what this says about it. Let me go back over this one. Mm-hmm. Do all that. So this doesn't really give a secondary breakdown of it, but we need to spend a little more time on this one. I'm not sure how relevant or if we need to understand the formula or if there's a tool that can kind of help with that piece, but definitely it's probably the first one that I've come across that is going to require a little more thought on my behalf or a little more effort to understand. So let's just keep rolling. Yeah, it definitely knows it. So there must be some form of a calculator that can help with these calculations if you just plug the numbers in. But I'm not familiar with it. If anybody is familiar with it, let me know. I'd love to put some eyes on it and touch it a little bit. But this is a unique formula to me, and I'm fairly comfortable when it comes to math and formulas. Um, Knowing that P equals 29, B equals 17, and you have A from the first question. What is the key calculated by Alice? And this is called Dixie Hillman Key Exchange. Let me see if there's something Diffie. I don't know why I want to say Dixie so bad. Diffie Hillman Key Exchange. Let's see if there's something else about that. Oh well, there it is. There's a calculator. And of course, there's an extension. This would be something pretty cool to code myself. But it looks like there's already one out there that in PHP. That's pretty cool. And then you basically just submit the information and it'll work the calculations for you. But I'm gonna remove this. See if there's anything else that I can leverage to help with this. Knowing that picture, well, number one, is this right? It's 24 again. Yeah, I guess so. But I still want to come back and see if we can figure this out. One, two, four, 8, 16, 17. Mm, it's a very unique form. It's my first time. I want to learn hacking, but I don't know where to start. Man, what's going on, man? I'm still trying to figure it out myself, man. Um, from everything that I read, starting with getting comfortable with the terminal is going to be the very first thing, and it just really just kind of depends on what exactly you're trying to hack into, whether it be a website or an email server or whatever, a network, if you will. Really kind of depends on whatever it is that you want to start hacking into, and there are tools that kind of help define or identify vulnerabilities in that quote unquote network. So what are you looking to hack into? And I appreciate the love, brother. How you doing? SSH. This is a little more. This key is. Mhm. Do-do-do. Um, let's see. So, and I agree. If you wanted to do like network hacking, like penetrate someone's home network, nap is probably the most commonly used tool. I don't have it downloaded on here just yet, but it's probably the most commonly used tool that can help with it. And it can help you identify, because it utilizes protocols like TCP and SYN and UDP and async and all that good stuff. I would start with NNAP. That's probably the first tool that I've learned about following TryHackMe.com. And it seems to be pretty widespread just from communicating with others. And then if you're looking to do like an exploitation tool, um, let me see if I can pull this thing up. Hold on, brother. I got you. Go with Metasploit and just download it. They have good documentations. I've done some reading on it. I haven't downloaded it yet either. I'm trying to do things the right way for the first time and not just jump straight into the tool without learning the basics. Changing grades, for example. Let me see something, man. Yes, I got you right here. It is called Herb Sweet. Here we go. I'm gonna pull it up now. Well, actually, you might be able to see it now. There it is. This one. I have touched this one a little bit, and you can do quite a bit with it. It has good documentation as well. Where is it? I remember this one was a little tricky to find. What did you what did you think of it? Oh, it's complicated. Yeah, this is something new, man. I don't know how much experience you have. It sounds like you might be a novice, kind of like me, maybe some experience, but not a whole lot. But yeah, this is something very new and a little more challenging than some of the more technology-driven things. But I think with enough time and enough practice, you can get in there and change those grades. What class you trying to change your grades for, man? That ain't a bad idea. Shoot, I ought to learn how to hack a website myself and see if I can make some changes. It's good for website hacking. Yeah. Okay, so you already tried Burp Suite. Okay, it is a learning curve with it, but I mean, you can give yourself a couple weeks, if that long, maybe some sun up, sundown days, and some good practice to reinforce what you learn. I'm pretty sure that you can get in there and figure some stuff out real quickly, real simple. Maybe try to hack a website that you built first and you put out on the web, and then once you have experience with it, know what to look for, then start finding some websites that might have some vulnerabilities until you pray and you attack on the main website that you want to build. You know, that's basically all this is anyway. It's just looking for little nuggets and vulnerabilities that you can exploit. And then once you find something that you can exploit, then you can get in there. But the good thing is, if it's a website for your grades, you already kind of have a foot in the door because you have your credentials that you can log in with, and there could be leaks based upon your login profile that you can exploit. So I love to hear about it, man. Oh, it is pretty easy once you know how to use it. What what did you use to learn it? I'm curious to know. Like what resources, books, YouTube tutorial, or did you just get online and get in the docs and kind of go with it from there? I love to know what you did. So check out. Yeah. You could change prices there as well too inside of the ad cart. Yeah, man, it's this stuff is so fascinating to me. And I come from a web development background, building websites or whatever. And you always hear about security vulnerabilities. So I just want to kind of learn, hey, what's causing this? What can I do to make sure my websites are secure? But yeah, you can manipulate prices and everything, man. It's crazy the things that you can do. Tell me something that you've done. Don't get in trouble, man. But I love to hear something that you might have adjusted, that you may or may not have supposed to adjust it. Have you tried hacking any popular websites, or what experience do you have with actually hacking? I'd love to hear about it, man. You done made my day. Oh man. Oh, well, let's see. If you haven't used SSH before, sir, I'm in middle school. How can I study to secure? You're in middle school, man. What middle school you go to? I got a son in middle school, man. I feel like you might be my son trolling me. I wouldn't be surprised. We play jokes on each other. We love to laugh around here, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is my son somewhere trolling me. But if you're looking to secure a high paying job, man, just finish school and get into either the medical field or the technology field. If you go into either one of those and you want to go the school route, you'll be oh, I got a LOL. I bet this is. I owe you one, kiddo. That's all right. We're supposed to train today, so I'll make sure. Are you from India? Okay, blessings, my brother. How you doing, man? No, but medical field or technology field, those things are never going away. But I wouldn't be afraid to explore with cybersecurity as well too. There's a lot of fields that you can consider inside of cybersecurity, whether you want to be a analyst or a pen tester, or you could even consider doing something like a network engineer. Those are high paying fields as well too. So I would also consider those because they are extremely in demand, and it's a skill set that I wouldn't say AI proof, but I don't think that AI has all of the right intricacies to really be able to secure an entire network or an entire infrastructure. So technology, medical, entrepreneurship, learning how money work, getting into the stock market, all of those things are going to be some of the more profitable jobs that are out there. But good stuff though, man. Good stuff. Have you considered what industry you want to get in? You're interested in cybersecurity yourself or technology in general, or do you have an idea what you're looking to do? Go for AI prompt engineering is good too, but high pay. Okay. Yeah, data science is great, man. Absolutely right with that one. Data science, anything that is working with data, and if you could do it at scale for a large company, companies pay top dollar for that type of stuff because most companies make decisions based on data, and if you can deliver data in a accurate and storytelling fashion, so that they can kind of see how what you're providing is valuable, you're only going to make yourself more valuable and make yourself more money too. Something related to AI designing. Yeah, those two things aren't going anywhere. AI is pretty much involved in everything that we do at this point, almost to the point to where we have to become reliant upon it. And then with designing, man, you'll learn how to design things, and you can design something for any industry, not just what you may start out in. So, yeah, I love those two fields, man. You can't go wrong with them. Do you do any? Your dad is a data analyst. Nice. Yeah, he has a in Meta. Okay, nice. So he has a very good job working with Meta, one of those that didn't go anywhere. And the type of data that he works with is very, very intense, because I know that they look at things in so many different ways, and he's the one that's helping produce that data. So that's pretty cool, man. Does he ever bring any of his work home and let you kind of take a sneak peek at it by chance? Does he give you a sneak peek under the hood, or is everything confidential and he can't let you see anything? Yo, Insta got banned. What's your Insta, man? What's your Instagram, man? Let me send something up, see if I can get it unbanned for you. I'll definitely send something up, man. Just let me know what your Instagram is, so I can see what I can do. Got it. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. Got it. I'll see what I can do, man. I'll see what I can do. That's the username for it. Okay. What kind of content do you post on your Instagram, or do you even post content at all? Let me see. Let me see something here. I want to let this joker troll me. Have a good day, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by, man. You post sometimes? Well, look, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I love to keep in touch with you, man. It's just you. Cool, man. I'm gonna check out your Insta, man, to see if we can get it back active, man. But I appreciate you stopping by, my brother. It was nice to meet you, man. Ah, that was too funny. What is it? X. Oh, they got you permanently banned. Man, what you do? What you do to get banned, man? I didn't know you can. Well, I guess you probably can, but I didn't realize you could get banned off of these if these social media sites. But I guess if they'll ban you on anything else, why wouldn't they ban you on these too? But I didn't realize it. What Nice to meet you as well, my friend. Stay in touch, man. Love to hear from you, man. This was fun. We got to catch up. You ready? Go get lunch. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. As a service public key fingerprint is the public key identity used for the digital signature generation of verification. This is our SSH client didn't recognize this key and is asking us to confirm whether we want to continue with the key. So this one is because a man-in-the-middle attack is probable. A malicious server might have intercepted the connection and reply. Oh wow. Well, yeah, you didn't do much, man. I'm sorry that they banned you. If you didn't do, if that's all you did was just comment on some reels, you shouldn't have got banned for that. I wouldn't think. Let me see what we could do though, man. I appreciate you reaching out, my brother. In this case, the user must authenticate the server, confirm the server's identity by checking the public key. Once the answer is yes, the SSH client will record this public key signature for the host in the future. It will connect you silently unless this host replies with a different public key. Okay, now that we have confirmed that we are talking with the correct server, we need to identify ourselves and get authenticated. In many cases, SSH users are authenticated using usernames, passwords, lock keyboard, log into a physical machine. However, considerably inherent. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. You bring out the best in me, man. You're amazing fellow as well. I appreciate you stopping by, man. It means a lot. Genuinely does. Genuinely does. At some point, one will surely hit a missing necessary before getting the key authentications. This authentication uses public and private keys. Information at this stage, we recommend that you recognize the names on DSA digital service signature algorithm, public key cryptography algorithm specifically designed for digital signatures, ECDSA, variant of a DSA that uses elliptic curve cryptography to provide smaller key sizes for equivalent security. Okay, let's generate a key pair with default options. Yikes! So you tried to hack Roblox, man, and had a vulnerability yourself. All your passwords and everything got leaked online. Yikes! That's scary, man. So do you think somebody could have hacked your Instagram and maybe did some stuff that violated the privacy policy or whatever on Instagram? Think that might have been what happened? Because if you got yeah. Depending upon what they did and they got your passwords and stuff, man, it could definitely be a challenge to get your stuff back. If you're lucky, you'll get it back. The sad reality is you might not be able to get it back at all, depending upon what all they did with it, man. I hate to hear that, man. You didn't lose any money or anything, did you? I hope they didn't get in your pockets, brother. Okay, but you've changed them since then, though. That's good. That's good. Did you make them something very very crazy, or do you start keeping different passwords for different websites? Because that's one of the other things that's suggested is to not use the same thing over and over and over. Uh, yeah, that's money, man. I hate to hear that, man. That's no fun. Golly, ugh. But since then you've been able to kind of secure everything so that doesn't happen again, right? Let's mention you should treat the private SSH keys like passwords. Never share them under any circumstances. They're called. 'Cause. 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 ' Man, tough lesson, man. I hate to hear that, man. How long ago was it that this happened? And you think you might have opened up something in your network when you tried to hack into Roblox by chance? I'm pretty sure the way this thing kind of works, man, they might have found you on Roblox and just targeted you. Unfortunately, it's very sad and disappointing when people become a victim, man. I hate to hear that, man. And you lost money behind it, quite a bit of money too, to be honest. Jeez, how long ago did this happen? Almost 3 months. Okay, well, hopefully you've rebounded good since then, man, and can just try to quadruple check everything so something like this doesn't happen again, man. But I hate to hear that though. Golly, jeez. Have you added any additional security measures since then? Is that part of the reason you want to learn cybersecurity too, so you can make sure you're protected in the future? Passwords used to decrypt the private key doesn't identify you to the server at all. It only decrypts SSH private key. You just never try to the system using tools like Java deeper within attacking the encrypted message key to attempt to find the passphrase, highlighting the importance of using complex passwords and keeping your private key private. Makes sense. SSH key log to a remote machine. You should generate the keys on your machine and then copy the public key over, as this means the private key never exists on the target machine. However, oh wow, you day trade or option trading? What kind of trading did you used to do, or trading? Do you still trade now? I enjoy trading myself. Do a little bit of option trading and some some day trading too. Gotcha, gotcha. Ugh. Well, man, hopefully, I pray nothing like that happens to you again, man. I know that could be scary and extremely unfortunate. It's a lot of people that do a lot of things in this world, and a lot of times people don't do things for the right reasons. All right, say, oh man, you'll get it back, man. Don't let it hold you down or beat you up, man. You'll get that back. Just hang in there, man. And the cool thing is you're a lifelong learner, so you're gonna learn from whatever took place, and you're gonna be better for it in the future. That's what's really important. Because unfortunately, man, these things are gonna happen. Yikes! 2025 was a bad year, man. I hate to hear that, man. What else? What else took place, my brother? Golly. No, not your girl didn't leave you too. Man, it wasn't one of those Larry Will situations, was it? Where she was eyeballing the other man and only with you for the money, and once you lost the money, she left you. That wasn't the situation, was it? Yeah. Oh man, what kind of dog do you have, man? And why'd your girl leave you? kind of dog did you have, man? I hate to hear that, man. Doggies are can be people's best friends sometimes, man. Genuine love and affection. So I get it. I hate to hear that, man. My condolences. It's a long story. Well, I'm here for it, man. Unless you got to run, baby. I am here for it. Would love to hear all about it. I wouldn't believe it. Try me. I love to hear about it. Try me and let's see. Uh, provide a way to verify authenticity and integrity of a digital message or document. Proving the authenticity of file means we know who created or modified them using asymmetric cryptography. Produce a signature with the private key, which can be verified using the public key. Only you have access to the private key, which proves you signed the file. In many modern countries, digital and physical signatures have the same legal value. The simplest form of digital signature is encrypting the document with your private key. Private signature will decrypt it with your private key and check if the file matches the process is so below. Here's just a quick little diagram. Plain text gets encrypted. He changes to ciphertext. And he uses Bob key. Then it is sent the ciphertext decrypted with Bob's public key. The plain text. Some articles use terms such as electric signature and digital signature interchangeably. They refer to pasting the image for signature inside the document. This approach is not good. Okay. All right. Got it so far. It's all right. Nothing wrong with that, man. We all. It's not about where you start, it's where you finish, right? So it's all good. Keep going. Okay. So I'm sure people had some opinions once the family found out. It happens. It's all good. Talk to me. Hey, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by, man. Look, don't forget to give the video a like, man, and subscribe, man. We'd love to stay in touch. But talk to me, my friends. They found out about you, and let me guess, they had an opinion, and it probably wasn't a popular opinion, huh? Let's go with certificates. Let's go with that's incorrect. CRYPG. Cool. PGP and GPG. Pretty good, obviously. Yeah, I can. Um, you articulated it pretty well. I see how you two were related, although not directly by blood, but I see how you got there, and I'm assuming that everyone wasn't thrilled with the decision that you two made, huh? Is that kind of what led to it? CPG is commonly used to email to protect the confidentiality of most furthermore it can be used to sign email message performance integrity was an example of generating GPG. You asked about the purpose of using GPG, whether signing. Uh, gotcha, gotcha. It's all good. It's all good, man. Life things happens, man. Feelings are involved, and that's one thing is pretty tough to control. Is how you feel. If you feel a certain way, you feel a certain way, man. So it's all good, man. Hopefully, it was a good learning experience, and there wasn't any ongoing negative impact that would have impacted either one of you, man. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm assuming you're in a better space now, though, right? Doing much better for it, right? Gotcha. Easier that way just to keep the peace. Have you thought about at least revisiting it, or are you gonna wait till a later time, or you're just gonna leave it alone and just kind of let bygones be bygones? Good. Well, hey man, as long as you're doing better than you were before, sometimes it's just best just to kind of let some things just kind of die down, if you will, and just kind of move on with your life. I hate to hear that though, man. Sounds like you went through quite a bit with it, but things happen. So things happen. Well, we're in a better space now, though. Have you um have you moved on to anyone else? You haven't. Nothing wrong with that. It's taking some time to focus on you, what's most important anyway. So nothing wrong with that, man. The although we love it, that attention and affection will always be there. You just got to be patient and wait for the right one to come along, man. You'll be just fine. Hopefully, but you and the family, everyone, we're still good. There's no animosity or love lost with you and the family, anything like that, is it? Have Are you considering approaching her again at some point in the future? If there's eye contact still being made, it seems just from what you're sharing with me as if she's trying to keep feelings down as well too. Otherwise, she would just totally keep her distance and not even look your direction. That's typically my experience in those scenarios. But if she's still looking and a little shy and a little bashful, it sounds like she still may have some feelings there, just maybe a little reluctant to explore them. Well, if she has the feelings, then you never know what the future holds, man. It seems to me as if you hadn't got over it 100% just yet and maybe considering revisiting it. You contemplating maybe building up the courage to say something to her again? Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Well, you still have some time. When her circumstances change and she's a little more comfortable making decisions on her own, who knows? Because if it's meant to be, it'll certainly be there, regardless to what takes place in life and the things you two go through. At the end of the day, if it's meant for y'all to be, you'll find your way back to each other. But I hate to hear that though. Ugh. Sounds like she just may need some time to kind of get there because she has some things that she has to kind of work through before she can be free to make her own decisions, if you will. That's exactly right. That's the right attitude to have, man. Hey, man, and look, man, don't be afraid to say hello if you happen to see someone pleasant walk by. You never know. But I know you may be holding on to who you truly desire, and ain't nothing wrong with that either. So that's fate. That's exactly right. Yep, that's exactly right. That's fate. No, man, they're people too, man. Nothing to be fearful or reluctant of, man. They're people too, and they have intentions just like we do, man. All that can take place is a I'm not interested or walk away or maybe a ignore, and if they do that, oh well, they lost. Forget them. You're just looking to pass the time anyway, because your desire, your heart is somewhere else anyway. So who cares? Hmm. Yeah, who cares? But you're right. They can be intimidated. I'm not gonna act like that's not true because they absolutely can. They absolutely can be. Yeah, you might. You might. You will. You will. You'll find the perfect person for you. Absolutely, man. Just continue to stay focused on you and let the chips fall where they may. But don't be reluctant to say hello to people. Nothing wrong with that. If anything, it'll make you better for the person that is genuinely for you because you would have gotten practice reps in with others. Mm, 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 mm. So this one is pretty comfortable with this one. Pretty comfortable with this one. Um, where you just download this 6 GB file. I don't know after you download this, I think it's really forget. How would you do that? Forget some that in with you 6 GB file on the USB memory drive. How can you be sure it is identical to the file you want to download? The answer to both of the above question lies in comparing the hash values in the two files. If two hash values are equal, you can say with very high certainty that the two files are identical. But what is a hash value? It's a fixed string of characters that is computed by a hash function. Takes an input of an arbitrary size and returns an output. Okay. I'll be here, my friend. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be jumping back in tonight, but I'll be on rather frequently, man. You be safe, stay in touch. Keep me posted. I genuinely want to know what's going on with you, my friend. So this is about hashes. Fixed size string characters as computed by hash function. Hash function takes input of arbitrary size. Thanks, man. Take it easy, my brother. You be safe out there, man. My brother, looking forward to catching up soon. Fixed size string of characters that are computed by hash function. Takes an input of arbitrary size and returns an output of fixed value of various exciting and clever uses of hash functions and values in this way. Note my terminology be favorable terms. Hash function and hash function identity. Occasionally use the word hash as a verb to mean calculate hash value. Moreover, we occasionally use the word hash value as a verb for hash value. Got it. Makes sense. Room prerequisites. Is a third of the internet rooms. Cryptography versus public key cryptography versus some basics. But this is pretty straightforward. Man, this thing had me open that darn thing and it wasn't even didn't even use it. So I ain't opening it this time. Slowing up my computer. Below, we can see two files. The first contains the letter T, the second contains the letter U. We can check T. Look up. Yep. So this is like a hash used to protect the cybersecurity. Use logins to try every day. It's so easy. Two different.